In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Bluff City Media presents the Two Buck Sports Show with your hosts, Rusty Buckets and Uncle Buck. Now, let's get to the show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Friday edition of the Two Buck Sports Show. I'm Uncle Buck. I got my guy, Blockhead Stumblefield, Kitty Stumblefield. How you doing, brother?
Listen, the internet is finally back, baby. We're ready to go.
Hey.
I went back and re-listened to yesterday's show, and I just want to apologize. I don't know how you handle working with such unprofessional people, dude. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either. But somehow I manage.
Somehow you pull us back, and
it shouldn't be that the producer extraordinaire be the one that doesn't have a redundant Wi-Fi connection. You know how you don't have a failover is beyond me,
bro.
Bluff City Media should provide you 2 Wi-Fi feeds with a failover switch in case you ever lose one.
Listen, you lost me when you said the word redundant because I don't know what you're talking about, but
it just just a secondary feed.
Oh, shoot. So, okay, there you go.
Redundant, much like you and Rusty being on the same show. It's not necessary. It's just one too many.
By the way, I do have to say, shout out to everybody that's joining the show right now. But King Meeks, how dare you come in here and try to take over Rusty's great pun?
Oh, he does this every day. He does it every day.
King Meeks had my patience tested last week. Came back negative.
Yep, that's true. That's true of all of us. I could get it tested daily, and it would all be the same. So, King Meeks, glad to see you here.
Yeah.
King Meeks, Mehmet, Wayno from across the pond.
Is he still in Paris, or is he?
So, yeah, I think he's headed to Paris. I saw on Instagram last night that he was leaving one spot that looked very beachy and fun to be at. And he was headed to Paris, I think. But again, he's also already sent us a picture of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's just zigzagging across Europe at this point.
Is he zigzagging across Europe as we speak?
Yeah.
That's crazy. By the way, happy birthday to Mrs. Wayno. He posted an Instagram picture yesterday. By the way, can I just say, like most of us at Bluff City Media, completely outpunted his coverage, bro.
Yeah. And he definitely, there should really be a study done at Bluff City Media, and it's not about our content, it's but how we have all managed to outkick our coverage on this. Like, what psychotic behavior do we all share that allows us to get beautiful women despite our own appearances and mental afflictions?
Yes.
But you know, to get into our first segment, there is a God because somehow I ended up with the woman that I've got.
Exactly.
Despite everything, just sticks around.
She sticks
and,
around
and only ties herself further to me with every kid that we have.
Exactly. Not only does she stick around, she gives you babies, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's like
just further tying this boat anchor to her. You're like, just beyond me. So it's the Friday edition of the $2 Sports Show. We start every show with a little bit of tomfoolery, and it started in the group chat where me and Kenny and Rusty were trying to decide what Kenny and I were going to do on the show, and somehow got into this tangent in growing up in like 90s churches, like Christian churches, and there was just so much shared experience, and I think in the conversation that we had, we figured out why Kenny hates the 80s so much. Because if you guys remember back when Stranger Things was all the rage, the final season's coming out, we discovered and Kenny admitted to just hating 80s like themes. You know, he didn't like the music, he didn't like the culture, he didn't like any of it, he doesn't enjoy it as an oldie now. No. And we figured out why. And it's because we were raised by sheltered parents. And we've got some clips for you. Kenny's going to play you some. You know, I was a kid of the 90s.
Right.
And Kenny, you experienced probably more childhood and teenage years in the 90s. And whereas I was 8 when we left the 90s. But we all kind of grew up in that Baptist household, you know, in which we had sheltered parents. And if you wanted to listen to rock and roll music, you had to listen to the Christian knockoff rock and roll music.
No, it goes even deeper than that. Like I remember and we talked about this in the group chat, going to the library at my church.
Yes.
And having a poster on the wall of, do you like this band? Well, check this band out.
Yes. You had the Baptist version of White Snake. You know, and so play the first video. Let everybody know what we're talking about here.
All right.
Because I had never heard of this before.
So I mentioned a name of a band called Petra. And Drew said, what are you talking about? And I said, Drew, you are a former rock star, traveled the world playing rock music,
secular music, but
and you don't know who Petra is?
And
so I sent you this link. Here it is. Hold on, that's not it. It's this one right here. This is what I grew up to right here. I mean, come on.
I mean, this is just pure 80s rock.
It's pure 80s. Look at this dude. Man looks miserable playing. Go ahead. Oh!
Can we get to the here we go. There's the bass.
Petra, baby.
You can't even put up the heavy metal devil horns to this because it's
look at that. Yes.
Oh man. This made me just the light bulbs just start flashing in my head. Oh. Are we getting a bridge?
Yeah. Just keep going. Yeah. Oh, God. What?
It's very kind of.
If a man ever made a face at me like that, we might fight.
But this made just the light bulb start going off in my head. Like, this is why Kenny hates 80s. He thinks this is 80s music that we all love and adore that our parents raised us in.
That is it.
Yeah, it is very serious. I believe it served a purpose and the intended purpose for lots of people.
It did.
But I believe that's the reason why Kenny hates 80s pop culture is because he listened to Petra
Yeah.
instead of Poison.
You named 3 bands that you wanted me to hear. You're like, I got to introduce you to these 3 bands. What bands were those again?
Yeah, I mean, they were just off the top of my head. It was Poison.
Yeah.
White Snake. You gotta listen to White Snake. Def Leppard.
Okay.
All these people that these people are trying to be and put a Christian spin on it.
Right.
Actually, the perfect band for you is this band. Oh shoot, I just went blank. There is a Christian rock band, like a legit rock and roll Christian band. It was my parents' favorite band, and I'm gonna have to Google it. But they actually even sang it at their wedding.
Oh wow.
They rockified Battle Hymn of the Republic, and it is amazing.
Oh wow.
Oh, absolutely phenomenal.
Well, and also like I kind of want y'all to know, like, there's that Christian version. Like, do you remember what's the
Striper?
Striper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Striper was awesome. Do you remember what was the compilation albums of like pump up music of like 90s and like 80s and 90s hip hop that was like compilation, the rock jock jams? Is that what it's called? Jock jams? Did you ever
Listen, I grew up about like you. I wouldn't listen to any of that.
So I was not allowed to listen to any of that. And I remember I have very distinct memories of being a young kid and taking my boom box out to my driveway to shoot basketball and playing. Hold on, I got to show you another one. I'm gonna play you one more.
I know. I was just putting it down while we had it paused.
Okay, I'm gonna show you this one. Hold on. Boom. This is my first ever concert I ever went to, and could be potentially the greatest rap artist of all time. And he goes by the name of Carman.
Carman. And I'm just going to let you guys know here. I'm looking on the admin side. The name of this song is Satan Bite the Dust. And
that's Carman right there.
Whoa. Party's over. Shut it down. I'm hunting for someone, y'all. He's a lion thieving rattlesnake, and he's broken every law. He's terrorized the lives of men, and he's under arrest because I've been sent with a warrant from
is this a prequel to Lord of the Rings?
Satan, bite the dust.
Yes.
Some thriller music.
Every one of you unclean spirits, I'm running you out of town. Depression, strife, disease, and fear, your posse's going down.
The devil's about to show up in a second.
I am through Jesus Christ, so I talk to you demons like dogs. Satan, you coward, you molester of souls, I command you to appear. You're hiding from the presence of God, but I can feel fear from here.
Look.
You rat on my keyboard long enough, you got something in your craw.
A praying church wants you to know.
No.
Your kingdom's gonna fall.
There's gonna be trouble here tonight.
Cause
Now, why is Chuck Norris playing Satan?
Exactly. What is going on here?
Yeah. That's. I mean, this is the prequel to the Thriller music video, though.
It is. That might be my funeral song.
And I've never heard that song before in my life, but I know the tag at the end is "We're sending Satan back to hell." Yeah. Listen.
Welcome to my early
the sheltered
childhood.
'90s kids can stand up.
A lot of therapy involved in that.
Well, hey, it serves the point. It was very cheesy. I used to watch this show called McGee and Me, where this little kid was navigating like the peer pressures and stuff of elementary school, but he had Mr. McGee, who was just this little animated Pinocchio, like a Jiminy Cricket style character that would pop up.
Oh yeah,
and help him get through all the tough times and trials of adolescent life.
I've got the intro of McGee and Me. I'm not going to play it because we need to move on. But like, dude, I'm telling you, McGee and Me was like, it got me through. I cannot tell you. I remember going up. All right, so I grew up at Audubon Park Baptist Church on Getwell, right on Getwell and Park, Goodland Park, right there. And the library in that church, when I was a young kid, they had all the McGee and Me's VHSs.
Absolutely.
And when they would get a new one, bro, I would sprint to
the
library, like sprint.
It's a total thing of the past. Like I grew up, Rusty and I both grew up at this church in Corinth. That was one of the bigger churches in town, if not the biggest Baptist church. And it had a full-fledged library in there where you could go get books, CDs, DVDs, buy Bibles. Like, I mean, it's crazy. And churches just don't have those, I guess.
They don't.
And of course, also with like just technology libraries.
They have bookstores now. They have bookstores. Yeah, they have bookstores. Like you can go buy, like Second Prez over there has a crazy bookstore. Anyway, Wayno's crazy.
Wayno's getting you. Wayno's trying to get you fired, getting you canceled over here. But hey, that's if you could portray the devil, that would your neighbor. All right. Listen, I don't know where we go from here. I just thought that this was a very good insight into the life and opinions of Kenny Stubblefield, and the reason why he hates 80s music and 90s music is because this is what he knew. This is what he knew.
Just imagine going from Carmen and Petra and
to middle school and finding out that Run DMC exists.
Oh, no. Not middle school. No. High school, and realizing 3-6 Mafia exists. Like Spill My Blood by 3-6 Mafia. Hearing that for the first time, I'm going, holy crap, this is amazing.
I remember listening because that band that you showed, what was the name of it? Petra would be like the perfect band for me, for our family to listen to, because my mom was very much a Christian music only. And then my dad was like a hair bands only. And it's like they could have fused the two, but it just wasn't edgy enough for Dad, I'm sure. Like, he needed a little bit more Skinnerd in his Leonard. You know?
You need like those guys, those Petra guys, they're a little bit too flabby and old to be wearing what they were wearing and rocking out what they were rocking out. Like that's too
Kenny
much,
hearing
right?
Chicken Head for the first time. The opposite of a religious experience.
No, that was a religious experience.
That was a baptizing by fire.
A baptizing by fire. Have they come to spill my blood? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh man.
Phenomenal.
Listen, speaking of the spilling of blood, we've got to hit the Grizzlies bumper video because we've got a game tonight. A tanktastic spillage of blood happening tonight in Salt Lake City, Utah. We are the Two Bucks, and this is our show. It is the Friday edition of the Two Bucks Sports Show. I've got Blockhead Stubblefield, Kenny Stubblefield here with me. We're on Bluff City Media's YouTube X page and Rusty's Facebook page for all of his grandparents, aunts, and uncles who have not gotten with the times and moved to YouTube. Do us a favor real quick before we go any further. Like the stream right now, please. Get out of the comments, like the stream. If you're not watching on YouTube, come to YouTube, like the stream, and then get into the comments. Subscribe to the channel while you're here, and if you are really brave, you can turn on those notifications, and we will let you guys know anytime a show on Bluff City Media goes live. We've got 3 daily shows as well as a multitude of weekly shows that you can catch up on, and if you cannot keep it all in your calendar correctly, hit the notifications button. We'll let you know. The Grizzlies riding a losing streak, currently in a tie for 6th with the tiebreaker benefit. So slotted at the 6th spot in the reverse standings, play against the team that is tied for the 4th spot in the standings, the Utah Jazz.
Jeez.
Both teams need these losses like they need oxygen, like they need water, like they need the Lord. And they are facing each other. And the rules state one team has to win.
They have to.
There lies the crux of the issue. Is one of these teams have to win tonight. Do you have the FanDuel line for the Memphis Grizzlies at the Utah Jazz?
I do. This show and this network is sponsored by FanDuel. Shout out to FanDuel. They are the official sports book for Bluff City Media. We got the FanDuel line. Grizzlies +4. They are underdogs tonight. +4, -114. The money line +140. The over-under points 247.5. You can bet Walter Clayton is playing tonight against his former team. Can he record a double-double? +290.
Russ, Kenny, I'm telling you, if we get a Walter Clayton Jr. revenge game tonight, he will be shipped to Siberia.
He is going.
There is no situation in which Walter Clayton Jr. needs to take out his vengeance tonight.
Yes. He's going to go to the G League of the G Leagues, and that's
he had that opportunity, and he took advantage of the opportunity when we lost to Utah earlier. In Jaren's return to Memphis, we let Jaren get the upper hand on that one. This one is not Walter Clayton Jr.'s turn. No, sir.
We do not need a Walter Clayton Jr. night, but I think he might be the only player playing. Here's the injury report.
Yeah. I could read it for you guys, but it would take the rest of the show. I think it's more important to look at the players who are playing tonight, Kenny.
Okay.
As I pull up the real app, I will give you the players available to play tonight. The Memphis Grizzlies will have Ryan Rupert.
Let's go.
Jemai Maychak.
Let's go.
Adama Ball.
Let's go.
Lucas Williamson.
Who?
Dariq Whitehead. Taj Gibson. Toby Okani.
Who?
And then questionable Javon Small and a questionable Walter Clayton Jr. That is
Taj
a team.
And Taj Gibson only, he's the tallest at 6'9" and played 5 minutes the other night, against Denver. Yeah. This is a real question. How have we not been fined by Adam Silver yet?
It's a fair question. And I think it's because the Grizzlies have such a injury history, and these all started as legitimate injuries. The problem with Lauri Mark, and the reason why Utah gets fined, or is the only team that's been fined, and they've been fined twice, is because they just inexplicably sit Lauri Markkanen, and with no legitimate history of recent history of injury.
Hey, this is some breaking news because I agree with you. You know why Rusty's not here? He's playing center tonight in Utah.
I'm going to tell you what, the Jazz would try to sign him. He looks like a player that they would love in Utah.
He does. Oh, you're white, you got a big beard, and you're tall?
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Yeah. Go meet with John Stockton in the front office, and he'll get you a jersey.
Is John Stockton in the front office now?
I have no idea.
Danny Ainge, baby.
I didn't want to say Karl Malone.
Yeah, no, don't go meet with Karl Malone.
No.
Lord.
He on his own with Karl Malone. Yeah, so this is the tank off of all tank offs. We've seen this a couple of times already this season with after the Grizzlies had committed to the tank with we lost a game to the Jazz. We've played Brooklyn and lost. We've played the Pacers. We've played several teams that were tanking since the Grizzlies decided to tank. And I would say we're about 500. And every time we laugh and say, what would we do? And that was when and this is the biggest one of all. Hey, I've just had a 911 text. Take it over just for a second.
All right. Yeah. This is it. This game is huge. I don't understand what this game is going to look like. I think that this is a game that, let me get him off here. Boom. There we go. This Utah Jazz game is it's just two teams that the Utah Jazz have been kind of egregious with their tanking, given guys that haven't played. And I guess my question is, do you think that guys like Lauri Markkanen are going to ever be able to recover from having tanked this many games, this many seasons in a row? This is just this has been a rough couple of months for Grizzlies fans. I could not imagine being a Utah Jazz fan. and having suffered through these kinds of seasons year after year after year.
Yeah.
And we talk about all the time, Drew, how much we want, like how great Lauri Markkanen would be with this Grizzlies roster. Will he ever recover from being a part of a tanking team for this long?
Also, the 911 was a fake 911. It's my wife saying a kid has ticks in her, and so now she's like, we have to burn our house to the ground.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, good grief!
All
right,
okay.
This is an abuse of the 911.
This is North
I
Mississippi.
thought my mother-in-law is keeping our two daughters. Like, did something happen? And she was like, no, just this kid at school has ticks, and it said his house was infested. And so now I feel like we need to spray our house. And I was like, I guess an emergency is a true emergency is in the eyes of the beholder.
Right. I thought it was a work 911 call, and those things happen. If it's a family,
those things happen. Yeah.
If it's a family 911, I drop everything and go. Right.
Well, that's what I did, and I was like, okay, especially our kids spread out all over the place. My mother-in-law's got them in Boonville, which is an hour away, and I was like, if I got to, like, my wife says SOS, I'm like, gotta see what this is about.
Yep.
And an emergency is in the eyes of the beholder.
There you go.
But yeah, it does worry me about like Markkanen. It's always worried me about Markkanen. Maybe he's just a loser, empty stats kind of guy. Yeah. It's obvious it was organizationally the direction that they were choosing. And so sometimes you find people that can overcome their circumstance on a different team. Very rarely do you find somebody that can overcome that on the same team.
Yes.
And it's also why I'm just like, this cannot be a multi-year thing. Like, I can't take 2 years of this. I've barely been able to take 1 year of this.
Really 3 months of this.
Yeah. And so that's what we've got tonight. And this is the last question I'll pose to you regarding the Grizzlies Tank Fest game tonight. What dollar amount would have to be leveraged in which Zach Kleiman, if Adam Silver said X number of dollars, if you go too far tonight, you will get fined X number of dollars. How many dollars would it take for Zach Kleiman to be like, okay, it's not worth it, we'll just win? Be like $5 million, right? Like, I don't know that there's a number.
I mean, there was a report that came out earlier in the season that there are GMs that are saying we're willing to eat multiple $1 million fines to get to tank, right? To get higher in this draft. So I would say yes. Like, it would take multiple $1 million of fines to say, like, we're going to actually try to win. Now, what makes me nervous is what you've seen with these guys, even with the Ohtani or whatever his name, not Ohtani, because that's the baseball player. Whatever his name is.
No, that's Ohtani.
Ohtani.
You had it right. Yeah.
Ohtani. Even with Derek Whitehead, even with Adama Ball, those guys have been buckets with the Grizzlies. Yeah. Like, they are doing everything they can possibly do with this injury report to lose this game. But Isola might be that good of a coach that Derek Whitehead's going to win this game for the Grizzlies.
All right, let's look at the Jazz lineup. This is per the Real app, where they say out, active, questionable. These are the people that are say active or questionable.
Right.
For the Utah Jazz. Ace Bailey, Cody Williams, Svi Mikhailuk,
who?
Jitty.
What?
Kevin Love, Oscar Shibwe, Elijah Harkless. Oh, this is a name. Blast from the past. I'll save him for later. Bez Mbing, Blake Henson, former Ole Miss Rebel, and Keyshawn Justice. There's one person I left out. Former Memphis Grizzly. Do you want to take a guess at another former Memphis Grizzly? Obviously, Vince Williams has been cut, injured, and Jaren Jackson Jr. is out for the year. Jitty is playing tonight. Who is the other Memphis Grizzly that will see minutes tonight in Utah against the Memphis Grizzlies?
White or black guy?
Black guy.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
very close to home.
Very close to Mississippi or Memphis?
No. Tennessee.
Tennessee.
He's a Vol. Kennedy Chandler.
Oh, Kennedy Chandler went off the other night for the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, Kennedy Chandler will have his opportunity to get revenge on the
He had a
Memphis
triple-double in a game a few days ago.
Yeah. So
I forgot Kennedy was there. That's crazy. Shout out to Kennedy, man. Yeah. That's good. Let's hope. Look, I would love to see a Kennedy Chandler game. Like, let's go off Kennedy.
Me
Chandler.
too. You know why? Because that means that Utah is going to have somebody that can score. I hope Ace Bailey, Kennedy Chandler, Blake Henson, Jitty, they all go for 50 tonight.
Yes. I hope Kennedy Chandler says, you know what? I am going to make or break my career as an NBA player tonight against my former Memphis Grizzlies team. I'm going to prove my value, and I'm going to go for a 20, 20, 20, and 20, whatever that is.
A quad triple double.
Quadruple 20 pluser. I don't even know.
Who was the guy from UT Martin that got the Memphis kid who played for UT Martin that got the quadruple double? The only one, or the most recent one. He played overseas. Lester Hudson.
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you, I've played ball for multiple years against Lester Hudson. The best shooter I've ever seen in my entire life. Ever.
A jitty fitty.
Let's go.
Yeah, get a jitty for the city. Yeah, that's tonight. Listen, I'm not worried about our finale. Houston needs to win in the finale.
They will win that game. Yes.
They will win that game. I worry about this game. There's so much on the line here. As like I said, the Jazz are tied for the 4 seed and they've lost the tiebreaker. No. Let's pull up the reverse standings. How about that?
I'm gonna pull up the games for tonight. You pull up the reverse standings.
All right, I got it here.
The Pelicans are gonna lose tonight.
Guys.
The Pelicans are gonna lose tonight. They're playing the Celtics in Boston.
Every team in the NBA plays tonight. So right now, Utah is the beneficiary of the tie with Sacramento. Memphis is the beneficiary of the tie with Dallas. That is what scares the bejesus out of me tonight.
I mean, you've got to lose this game because the Mavericks are playing the Spurs. They're going to lose that game. The Kings are playing the Warriors in Sacramento. They're probably going to lose that game.
Yep.
The Pelicans are playing Boston in Boston. They're going to lose that game.
Yep.
You've got to lose this game. Like, you have to.
Yes, absolutely. Now let's look at the Phoenix and Orlando, our play-in odds for those picks. Who does Phoenix play and who does Orlando play?
Phoenix plays the Lakers tonight in L.A.
So that's probably going to be a win.
Probably going to be a win. The Magic are playing the Bulls. Good Lord.
So that's probably going to be a win as well. Not looking good for the Grizzlies tonight, but nothing matters more than the Grizzlies losing tonight. And you like it when it is in your own hands.
Yes, you do. Wayne, I want you to do a obligatory spin the wheel, boys.
Spin the wheel. Okay, I'll spin the wheel. You want to do it with the players associated or without?
No, let's do without. I like doing without.
Without. All right. One spin unless we hate it. That's how we do it here.
Number one!
AJ DeBansta. Let's go.
We back, baby. You said earlier this has to end soon, right? Like this whole tanking, losing thing. It's only been 3 months. We can't handle it. It's over, baby. It's over.
It's over. AJ DeBansta, come on down. Wayno ask, Uncle Buck delivers, the Memphis Grizzlies, the number 1 pick. I do not believe Adam Silver picks, but I do pick. And the Memphis Grizzlies will have the number 1 pick in the NBA draft.
Oh, man. You know what? I am still very devastated that May 10th is Mother's Day.
I know.
Dude,
I know.
I've been thinking about it all day. and I'm not. I am like, I'm like, I've been formulating the conversation in my brain with Tracy, like, babe, you do realize this is for AJ DeBansa, right? Like,
Right.
like you
And
do
she's
realize
who's JJ Badonsta?
Badonsta.
But I hate Badonkadonk song. Yeah.
I
Why are you
just
trying to bring Trace Atkins into this?
yeah. I'm like the importance. We've got to do a live watch party on May 10th. We have to for this draft lottery. It's a necessary thing.
And if we do this and we push our marriage chips into the middle here and go all in on this draft lottery, we cannot have the 8th or 9th or 10th pick. We can't get jumped multiple times.
No.
It can't be this way. I can't risk my marriage for this.
I got a question for you. Like you mentioned earlier that you've basically got her stuck. You got her, and she's stuck. You've got her. Y'all got 5 kids. You know, she's baby juiced up. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going nowhere.
Right.
But as a married man, there are like decisions you have to make. Like sometimes you like, okay, is this debit worth what the damage is going to do to the marriage, right? Like to the conversations that we have to have here. Is the May 10th draft lottery enough of a is it worth the damage that could be done?
If we get the number 1 pick,
it is.
Listen, me and my wife do not have made a rule before we stood and did our vows on the altar that we will not entertain the thought of divorce. Like it's just not going to be.
It's not happening.
It's not going to even be a conversation.
Right.
That we will not joke about divorce. This is. We truly believe till death do us part.
100%.
So do I think my wife would leave me? No. But in those vows, it does not say that I will not hold this over your head for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
And
the Bible
to be worth her holding it over my. Remember our Mother's Day, the first Mother's Day after our baby was born, and you ran off to Memphis for a draft lottery in which we got the 9th pick. We dropped 3 spots. Like, no, I don't know.
There is a verse in the Bible that says it's better to be waterboarded than it is to live in a house with a contentious woman. And so
no, it would be better to live on the edge of a roof.
There it is.
than to live with a spiteful wife. Yes. And there's no true verse in the Bible. Like, you know, we could do John 3:16 and we could do 1 John 1:9, Psalms 23, like whatever verse it says, it's better to live on the roof of a house than with a scorned wife. Then that one's more true.
That one's a everyday experience, right?
I like Wayno's thought here is like you pitch it as it's a lottery for her as well, and the better the Grizzlies do, the better the gift is.
All right,
and
a hotel room without the kids. I would say Tracy would say, all right, I'll do this. Let me add a caveat: a hotel room without the kids and husband.
Yeah, for sure. No, this is a solo trip to the hotel.
Yeah, this
with
is
pay-per-view. Like, yeah. That's actually one I've had in my back pocket for a little bit.
I've got that one too. Pick number 2, a day spa and lunch.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Also, Sans husband.
Yes, all these are Sans husband.
Pick 3, flowers. Nah, bro, my wife.
Yeah, that's got to be the standard. Like,
yeah,
I'm a big flowers guy. Like, I've bought her flowers 100 times over. So it's like, if we get into the lottery, it's got to be better than flowers.
Tracy and I've been married for 16 years, and it took me 12 years to realize she don't care about flowers. Like, I'll bring her flowers, and she's like, whatever.
You know what it is? You have to have flowers delivered to her at work. It's the showing amongst her peers.
Okay,
that her husband loves her enough. Like,
but the problem is that she works at FedEx, And it is so difficult to get flowers through the guard air. Like it is.
Yeah.
I've tried that before.
Can you not FedEx some flowers
you
to FedEx?
like you should be able to do that. Oh God. Pick number 4, breakfast. She's like, do I have to cook it?
Yeah.
A card. Let me tell you what I learned very early on. The biggest fight we ever had, I made her a homemade card that she did not like. And so, oh, dude.
Wait, why did she not like it?
I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna get it.
Right. I can't wait to see this. I don't know where he went, but this is gonna have to pay off. David says Drew knows what's up. My problem is I think that we have to reverse the prizes in the inverse order of success for the Grizzlies. So like, if the Grizzlies get the number 1 pick, then she thinks it's probably worth it. Okay. All right, I'll finish my thought, but I've got to see this.
Okay.
I hope it's a hand-drawn picture of her.
Okay. So it was about a month before our wedding, October 2nd, 2010. Her birthday is September 18th. Right. So September 18th was the weekend we were both doing our bachelor weekend for me, bachelorette weekend for her. I had planned a birthday surprise the week after for her. And so, cause we're going to both be out of town for her birthday.
Right.
I'm not the smoothest of gentlemen. And so
I didn't be breaking news to anybody.
No, I did not have anything planned for September 18th, the day that we were going out of town. And I got a phone call from somebody saying, hey, Tracy's expecting something for her birthday. And I was like, crap. I got like an hour before I'm heading out of town with all my guys. All right. So I went to Walgreens and picked up a big poster board.
Yeah.
And I drew.
Good Lord.
This. Let me get it on camera. Happy birthday to my best friend.
Why is she bigger than you?
Yeah. So she got this delivered to her. I delivered it to her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law gave it to her. Happy birthday to my best friend. And it says, I'm kidding. You're like my third best friend, but hey, they don't sell cards that say that. So I made this one.
The only thing that could have been worse than that is like, happy birthday, honey. I bought you a box of condoms.
And here is like, if you see this is all tape right here.
I see the tape.
I have her favorite candy bar. I put like 6 of them under tape 2 weeks before the wedding.
Oh gosh.
And dude,
yeah,
I gave it to her mother. Her mother gave it to her. And I got a phone call about 2 hours later as I was getting to the place to where we were traveling to. And I was thinking I was the man, dude. I was like, this is awesome. And that's the biggest fight we've ever had in our entire lives. In 16 years, 2 weeks before we were married.
So was the fight the card or the fact that you forgot about it?
Oh no, the fight was the card. The fight.
Was it the contents on the card?
Content on the card, the sarcasm, she's like, I want Hallmark. Like, I don't want funny. I want Hallmark.
And you're like, cool it, lady.
Cool it.
My sense of humor is what I'm proud of. Yeah, this wedding hadn't happened yet. I can biblically get out of an engagement. Okay.
This card caused so much strife early on in our marriage.
I love the fact that you kept it.
Oh, it is on display. We bring it out every once in a while. And I'll be honest with you, when we talk about it still to this day, 16 years later, I still get kind of pissed off about this because I'm like, I freaking love this card.
And you put in the effort. Yeah. I mean, there is effort in that.
Yeah. You know? Thank you.
My wife brings up the fact that I broke up with her one time. And I'll never live that down. Because she's like, I fought for you. You broke up with me. And I was like, oh, gosh. And I'm like, I married you. Okay. Yeah. And you heard our vows. I meant it.
Yeah.
So that should be the trump card over the one breakup while we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
But no.
She's like, no, I remember.
Yeah. And she's about to get in the comments. It was twice. Whatever. Like,
what was your problem? She's gorgeous. Why'd you break up with her?
Yeah, it was my first serious relationship with anybody, and I just freaked out a couple of times. Who amongst us?
Who amongst us has not freaked out?
Yeah. Like, I didn't date much, and then I immediately jumped off and was like, talking about marriage quickly and loved it. Like, I was in love with the girl, but it like freaked me out a couple of times.
Listen.
Yeah. So
this is what happens, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's going to make it even stranger is we're going to take a break here. And we're going to talk about Ja Morant and not giving away a jersey. Talking about the worst gift you gave. Ja Morant was not able to give a gift at the last home game. Had his jersey snatched away by one Zachary Kleiman. I've got some thoughts on that as well. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to wrap up the show with that.
Tired of the same old fast food? The soggy fries, the frozen flavors, the meals that never quite hit right. Head over to Waldo's Chicken and Beer, where everything starts fresh and flavor comes first. Our chicken is fried in rich beef tallow for that bold, old-school crunch you can actually taste. Don't skip the premium homemade southern sides, fresh greens, hearty white beans, and creamy mac and cheese made to complete the meal. Bring your whole family. There's plenty of space to relax, plus a game room the kids will love. Catch the game on big screens, grab a drink at the full bar, and enjoy happy hour specials every day from 3 to 6, all day on Tuesday and Sunday. Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Real food, real flavor, made from scratch. The numbers that are coming out on what this NIL and revenue sharing, what the demand is for some of these guys is pretty unbelievable to me. Like, it is, I think it's going to be even higher than it was last year. I'm not a big fan of Rowan Brumball's game, and I just think he's going to cost way too much for Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, it would eat up a significant amount of your budget.
It's not that Memphis doesn't have the money. It's that they can't just spend their money willy-nilly. You just can't go and say, oh, we like Rowan Brumball, let's go spend whatever the amount of money it would cost to get him. Is he going to bring you a conference championship, NCAA tournament appearance? No, not by himself.
You got to find the right pieces at the right price, which is they're out there.
They're out there.
You got to have the staff that puts in the work to do it. You know, you did it 2 years ago.
Yeah,
you can do it again.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with your hosts, Trey Lasley and TJ Willis, every Tuesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Regardless of name, I need some ball players from some winning situations that were part of a good culture that can fit into any situation. Regardless of that point per game production, don't get lost in that shit. Look at skill set, upside, and see what type of character they have. Wish list, I just want to see a lot of guys pulling in the same direction, because last year was guys pulling in every which way.
Easier said than done to go find high character guys that have played for winning programs and know how to build a culture. I don't care, though. That's what you have to do. To me, you cannot sacrifice character for talent at this point. Like, I don't think that Penny has the grace period to do that. You can't cut corners and say, look, this guy's body language is bad. This guy maybe isn't the best teammate, but he's a great scorer, and I can see him lighting it up in the American. That guy should be off the list immediately. If those are concerns, if he's not a great teammate, if he doesn't have good body language and he drags other teammates down and tries to shine above the rest of them, don't want him.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 10 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. Some dreams don't just come true, they come with 4 paws. At Puppy Dreams, we match loving families with happy, healthy puppies. From playful companions to lifelong best friends, your perfect match is waiting. And with our professional grooming spa, your pup will look as amazing as they feel. Visit Puppy Dreams today and meet the one who's been waiting just for you.
Welcome back to the Friday edition of the 2 Buck Sports Show. I'm Uncle Buck. Joining me today is Blockhead Stubblefield, Kenny Stubblefield.
I feel
got
terrible.
that backwards, which is rolling.
I feel terrible.
You feel
already.
terrible? Why?
Yeah.
Because you've doxed yourself and outed your biggest mistake in your marriage to
No.
a live audience? Or?
No, not even that. I don't care about that at all. I feel like we're getting people in trouble. David says talking about all this and watching with my wife is bringing up our past trauma. I'm in trouble. Wayno says, careful, David, it's a trap. He also says, thanks for killing the city of love for me, guys. David's already in it. He's in the doghouse. I feel like our conversation is causing some marital strife in the Bluff City Media family.
Listen, I stand by this. If, as husband and wife, you do not fight, then your marriage is dead. You've got to fight for it, and you got to be willing to fight for it. The moment somebody decides to quit fighting is the moment that it dies.
Exactly.
So, David, I hope that whatever you've done in your past, you don't need to find another attorney. And I surely hope it's not because of us, because we've some boneheads, but I hope our boneheadedness does not transfer in through the car speakers to you and your wife.
Shout out.
I was on X.com during the break, and I saw where Brian Windhorst on Get Up This Morning, out of, like I said, every NBA team plays tonight. There are 15 games tonight. They asked him, what game should we care about? And he said the Grizzlies versus the Jazz, and then went on to just rail on, not rail, it's all tongue in cheek. He was making a joke out of it, but about how if the Jazz win, they lose 10% odds in the standings. If the Grizzlies lose, they lose 7%. And the Grizzlies have possibly 12 people out. The Jazz have 8. Like it said, it's just going to be cinema, he said.
It's all going to come down to, this game is going to come down to who's going to have a revenge game, a bigger revenge game, Kennedy Chandler or Walter Clayton Jr. That's what it comes down to.
You know, they've got to find, you know, when they do the promos and, you know, you always do like a side-by-side, one player from this team, one player from this team, and tonight on FanDuel Sports Network or whatever, it's just going to be like lottery balls side by side. It's like tonight, Grizzlies versus Jazz, and it's going to be a lottery ball with the Grizzlies logo, a lottery ball with the Jazz logo. It is
going to be a picture of AJ DeBansa, or it's going to be Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, it's going to be like AJ DeBansa, and on the other side, it's going to be Nate Ahmed. Like, David says he's going to start using me as a mediator for divorce cases. You give great advice, and it doesn't pay too bad. I love a side gig, and if I can do it from my home, I've got the setup. You can
best career decision you've ever made, David Owens. Best career decision you've ever made.
I may not be smart, but I feel like I've got some common sense about me. And if you don't believe me, you can ask my wife, and she would agree with you. So, all right, let's talk about Scoop B was on. He had a report yesterday, and then he followed it up with coming on Bluff City Media's YouTube channel on the Anthony Sane show yesterday at 1 o'clock. He will be back on again. Sane is at 1 o'clock again on Bluff City Media. Check it out. But talked about the annual last game of the home game of the year tradition that the Grizzlies do, in which the players give away a game used jersey to a selected fan. And I don't know how they select the fans, whether they're random draw or MVP season ticket holders or St. Jude. I don't know kind of how they select them. But the story is that of all the players that have played and are on the roster for the Memphis Grizzlies right now, they all got a jersey to give away to a fan except for one player, and that was Demetrius Ja Morant. Allegedly, or according to Scoop B, Ja was told 1 hour prior to tip-off that he would not be given a jersey to give away to a fan, and that has left him feeling on an island, alienated and alone as still a Memphis Grizzly. What were your initial thoughts?
Oh God. I'll be honest with you. When I first heard that, because the rumors were floating around a couple of days prior to Scoop's report yesterday that had happened, and obviously with Scoop's reporting, you get Ja Morant's feelings on it.
Yeah.
Side of it.
It's very clear who the source is.
Yeah.
Where the sourcing is.
When I initially heard the rumor that he wasn't involved in that, I was like, that's kind of a non-story to me. Like, it doesn't move me in any way. I'm also not a jersey guy, so like I don't like get real, I'm not like, oh, that's a, that'd have been an awesome get, probably the last ever Ja Morant Grizzlies jersey, that he's touched, that he's gonna touch. Like that stuff doesn't really do much for me. I do, like, when I read Scoop's report yesterday, I get Ja being upset with that. Like, I get it. I could understand it, but I also, like, I've seen the reactions of Grizzlies fans since that report came out, and just using it to like just destroy the front office and Zach Kleiman. And I think that is ridiculous.
Okay, let's do this one at a time. All right. So first, my first thoughts, because I want to get to the response as well, because like most cases, just a little breadcrumb for the future. The public response has been way overblown. That's just kind of how it goes. But you got to try to think of this from both sides. And my first thought on that was that, Ja Morant didn't give away a jersey. He's being petty. He doesn't want to participate. He's not wanted to participate in anything. He didn't go to the MVP dinner that they do every year this year. He's not done this. He's not done that. He's not participated or tried to participate on the Grizzlies or around Grizzlies activities for 2 years now. And so I don't care. Like, it's a non-starter. It's Exhibit Z in the file of the case against Ja Morant and how he's not participated and how he's bailed on this organization. That was my first thought. If the report is to be believed, and again, I know, like, Scoop B is great at what he does. Everybody gets sourcings from different places. I think it's very clear. This is just Uncle Buck speaking. It's just Drew speaking. It's very clear that it comes from the Morant side. Every time Scoop B has a Morant scoop, it's pro Morant. And get in where you fit in. Talk to the people who want to talk to you. No, I want to be very clear. There's no shade being thrown on that for me.
No.
But if it was Zach Kleiman who indeed made the trek into the locker room or into a meeting room or somewhere and told Ja Morant, everybody else is getting a jersey except you. You are not going to give your game-worn jersey to a fan who loves and lives, eats, sleeps, and breathes the Memphis Grizzlies and supports Memphis Grizzlies, then I do have a massive problem with that. Because I'm Mr. Consumer. And whereas I don't care if you're a jersey guy or not, I like jerseys. I'll keep a few jerseys. I don't wear them a lot, but I collector stuff, This is something that is special for a fan. It's not about Ja. It is for the fan. You robbed a fan an opportunity of getting something that they would cherish for a lifetime. And I would understand why. And this is the caveat. If it's true, the Scoop B report, which I can't poke holes in it. That was singling him out, punishing him, him being if he says that he feels like he's alone in this, well, buddy, that's proof. If that's how it worked, he was the only player. I mean, you're telling me that Rayon Rupert got to give his jersey away, or presumably Adama Ball gets to give a jersey away, but Ja Morant does not. I understand how that would be another instance of him feeling alone and abandoned and adrift at sea while being a Memphis Grizzly. Being both. That's just, I can see it both ways. And I guess it just, I don't like it, Mr. Consumer.
Yeah.
I would line up for an opportunity at getting a free Ja Morant game-worn jersey. I would give it to my kids. It would be a special moment. And
do you think that, and again, Scoop has never reported anything that the way that went down an hour before the game, those kinds of things. Do you think that is indicative of some things that have happened behind the scenes that maybe we don't know about between the Grizzlies and Ja Morant, that maybe that relationship is more broken than we even know?
Of course it is. And listen, I'll get to that in just 1 second. Let me address Wayno in the comments. He says you don't reward a child with dessert after throwing a tantrum. And that's not how I'm looking at this. I agree with Wayno. He has spent multiple nights at my home with my 5 kids. We've talked about how we treat tantrums before, and we're in agreement. And it is not by rewarding a child I don't reward a child for not throwing a tantrum, but if you throw a tantrum, there are consequences, and those consequences will follow, and they will be consistent. Okay. Right. That's not how I'm looking at this.
Okay.
The dessert being given is not to Ja, but it's to a fan of this franchise that you took away. And so that's where I have a problem. Mr. Consumer here, you didn't rob Ja Morant of the opportunity to give his jersey away, but you robbed a kid of the opportunity of getting a Ja Morant jersey. It's the other side. I'm eating the other side of this apple.
If I'm looking at it from the Grizzlies front office perspective, I'm also saying this is not necessarily just about the fans, because there's nobody that's saying Ja Morant can't give away things to the fans, right? But it's a platforming of Ja in the center court of the FedEx Forum.
Yeah. But
being
my problem is with that is that it's not a platform unless you make it a platform by shunning him the opportunity. Like, we would not be talking about this. Would not. I, as a Grizzlies fan for well over 15 years, did not know they did this until this became a story. You platformed the robbing of Ja. You made the jersey giveaway on the last home game relevant and knowledge to me by robbing him of that opportunity. Like, if you want it to fly under the radar, just let him give a kid a jersey.
Well, let me tell you this, dude. Him taking it public and allowing Scoop to run with that story.
Yeah, of course.
It's not as egregious because it feels like this relationship is over.
Yes.
But it's almost along the same lines as October 31st going to the media and outing conversations that happened in the locker room, right? Where
those are both pitted in emotion. Like, right. He's got to do a better job of containing the initial emotion, and listen, you've got a right to do whatever you want to. Like, right. I'm not, there's no feel how you feel, but there's both sides to this. And the only other thing I'll say in regards to the front office, if this is true, and this will parlay into our thoughts of the reaction on social media. If this is true, this, in my mind, shows a third example of Zach Kleiman getting emotional and doing something that damages the Memphis Grizzlies.
Dude.
He should not have ever came out and said Dylan Brooks will never play another game for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Right.
Should have never done that. He should not. And this is a little retroactive. This is kind of looking back and playing.
Devil's advocate. Not devil's advocate.
Yeah, not devil. Just going back in time.
Armchair quarterback.
Yeah. But looking back, you should not have publicly said that you were looking to shop Ja Morant.
That's a big point. I think that's a key point.
And maybe that if it played out a different way, maybe you're being glad. You'd be glad you did it that way. It didn't work out, so now revisionist history tells you it was the wrong mistake. It was a bad mistake. Okay,
right.
So you should not have publicly slammed Dylan Brooks. Although I was publicly slamming Dylan Brooks, I'm not a general manager. He publicly slammed Dylan Brooks, said he will never play for the Memphis Grizzlies again. He publicly said that we are shopping Ja Morant. Send me your offers. That was the nail in the Ja Morant coffin. So you've nailed Dylan Brooks' coffin. You've nailed Ja Morant's coffin. And now this, which is, it shows that he is also emotionally driven in this. And there was nothing good that could come out of not allowing Ja to do this. Because if you allow Ja to do this, then it's not a story. I go for the 16th consecutive year not even knowing that this happens. And the downside is Ja Morant, in his emotion, can go to Scoop B or go to Brian Windhorst or pick your media member and blast the pettiness of Zach Kleiman. Because that's what it is. It's petty. It's petty.
Wayno says, you don't hand Ja another opportunity to embarrass you after Halloween /
But
Europe.
He's not embarrassing you by handing a jersey to a kid. Like now, let me tell you this. After all this, if Ja Morant comes up and says, I'm not doing any exit interviews, I'm not talking to the media, you say, thank you for your time, be gone. You encourage him not to talk to the media now. That's self-preservation because he's going to just scorch earth this thing. And you do everything you can to stop that from happening. But handing a jersey to a fan is not an opportunity for Ja Morant to embarrass you.
Yeah, like what do you think that the Germany press conference played a role in them making the decision to not hand him a microphone, give him a chance to go, to the center court? Because that was embarrassing, I think, to all sides. That press conference, right? The Germany press conference.
Every time Ja has a microphone, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for him or us or both.
So do you think the front office
it started on Halloween when he called out T.I. 3 games into his first year as the head coach? Okay, that was horrible. And then he got into a microphone later, and you thought like, oh, every time he gets into a microphone with a press conference, you think he's going to get some good advice and say something diplomatic.
Right.
And instead, he just gets up there and grunts and shows them more than tells them that he is unhappy, miserable, and does not want to be here anymore. By the nonverbal cues, the lack of desire to want to be here. So, like, if you want to ban him from the media I get that. The jersey thing isn't that. And it's not some hill I'm going to die on, but it is very petty for like what payoff, in my opinion.
Do you think, and everybody's saying this in the comment section, do you think they should have just sent him home after they got back from London? Like, especially after the elbow, right? Like, go, okay, bro, like, let's just move on, right? Like, we'll pay you, but you just stay away. Like, are you surprised that he's been, up until I think last week, was traveling with the team on road trips, has been on the bench, sitting front row. He's not even sitting back row. He's sitting front row on the bench. Are you surprised that the Grizzlies allowed that to happen all this last half of the season?
No, because I would think that both sides at this point know it's done, and that there's been an agreement that like we're just going to be ships passing in the night. Everybody just kind of keep their cool. Don't rock the boat. We'll get to the end of this and we'll try to take care of you.
So then why did Zach Kleiman decide make it a decision to not? Then why would, if that's the case, then why would they do that?
That's exactly my point. Like, what is the reason for the punishment here? Ja Morant has kept his mouth quiet, kept his mouth shut. And when he does talk, he's always not. He doesn't say this, but he has people say this, that he wants to be here, that he doesn't understand, and maybe that's the petty part coming out in both sides, is that he feels like he's been done wrong. But again, like, you were robbing a fan of a jersey. Like, so that's where that is the ultimate point that I just keep coming to. It's like, what does it benefit you from being petty on this issue?
I don't disagree with you on this. I don't disagree with you. I think the reaction by Grizzlies fans has been over the top, has been just way more aggressive than what it needs to be. But this is an example of those three situations you talked about of self-inflicted wounds by the front office that I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you put yourselves in the target? Because, like, there's not a single person that has looked at this situation and said, like, nobody's having conversations about Zach Kleiman in the national stage, having conversations about Zach Kleiman and his ability to be a GM for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's all been about Ja Morant. It's all been about, like, what's Ja doing? Why is he
come out smelling like roses? And then this instance allows me to draw a correlation of two other instances in which I think that you've been petty, and or one instance in which you were being petty. One of them that's probably just a miscalculation.
Yeah,
you were being petty with you could have traded Dylan Brooks to Houston or not. I can't remember if he was expiring or if it was a last year deal. Can't remember what the situation was with Dylan, but he could have ended up a Houston Rocket without that statement.
Right.
Right. And Ja Morant could have ended up a Milwaukee Buck and hand his jersey to a fan that would cherish that jersey for the rest of their life. Like, it doesn't line up. And I know there's no doubt in my mind, Wayno. This is get in the comment section, because we're not even going to put this up here. Just a carrot for all the people in the comments. Like, I know, Wayno, that there's definitely some stirring of some crap all the time. It's probably been a Maury show behind the scenes between Ja's camp and the front office and the team and everything else. Like, I get that. But it's largely stayed under wraps for a reason. And then this was a public kind of ribbing.
The publicity of it, the public nature of it is what makes it, like, why, like, you don't have to necessarily put yourself in the position, like, because honestly, I don't really care necessarily how Ja feels about it, but you've got to calculate all the time, like, what it is that you do that could potentially. I've had to, like, in my professional life, when I have saddled myself with people that are have the ability to go toxic like that very quickly, that are burn everything down, you've got to play a long game in terms of how you handle that person, right? Like, work towards goals of removing yourself from that situation without burning bridges and having, and like, not burning bridges, but without tipping the scales to the point where that person who's toxic and immature will decide to burn everything down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, that's a game you have to play.
There is kind of a code, that you kind of have to, listen, I'll take this back to marriage. Like, me and my wife fight. Kenny, you and your wife fight. All people fight. Okay. My only requirement in a fight that me and my wife get is that we keep it in house. Like, don't go running and, like, I make more mistakes than she does. Okay. Don't go running telling our business. I'll apologize. I'll own up to it. I'll amend bridges. I'll do whatever I can, but don't drag me.
Like,
and this felt like a purposeful dragging.
Don't go talk to mom. Right? Like, don't go talk. Like, that's the big.
That one's hard. I wanted to have that stance for a long time, but like, her mom is like her best friend, and so I was like, I hope the big stuff stays away from, like, the in-laws. I will shield her from my parents on a lot of that stuff. But that one is hard. Like,
That's
it's hard
hard.
to be like, oh, I screwed up. Don't tell your mom. You
Yeah.
know, that's a weird kind of line to
But
cross.
but it's a fair request. It's a fair request
Yeah.
because I'm sorry, no matter who you are, you could be the greatest husband / son-in-law ever. Mom and dad are always going to take their daughter's place in it, and it imprints in the brain and changes the way they think about you. So like that's kind of the conversation anyway.
Yeah.
But
I put Arthur's comment up here, meant to get to it a little quicker. This is kind of where I'm at. And with Zach Kleiman, he's kind of just been chipping away at me for a long time. I know what Zach Kleiman's good at. He's just also shown what he's not good at. And this is a real I have no issue. David said that Grizzlies fans, Twitter fans are the worst. Like, I stay out of that altogether. I think every fan's on Twitter of a team is probably the worst. Twitter people are the worst. But it scares me for how the next superstar is treated when he gets here. Because like, we did cower to Ja for a long time. And it was never addressed. We allowed Ja to do whatever Ja wanted to do for a long time. And I'm not saying that was the right way to do it or the wrong way to do it. But then when it became too much, now Zach Kleiman goes to petty. And I don't like that. I want to even kill bigger picture over smaller emotional win. The bigger win over small emotional win. And it feels like he goes with the emotion a little too much. And the two most glaring instances, I was a fan of trading or getting rid of Dylan Brooks. I'm absolutely a fan. I do not go back in time and say we should not have done it. I've never done that. You do not publicly drag a player that's been on your team for 5 or 6 years at that time and say he will never don a Memphis Grizzlies jersey again. Okay? And you do not do this. Like, maybe this is much ado about nothing, but it paints a pretty clear picture to me of just pettiness. There's contrary. I don't disagree with Wayno often. There's not anything that can be said about what happens behind closed doors that would convince me that disallowing him from giving a jersey to a fan was warranted. It's just not me, not Mr. Consumer. And I'm
there
petty.
it is.
Like, hey, so am I, but I'm very petty. I hope that I'm not the general manager of the Memphis Grizzlies, in charge with hopefully having another superstar player in the near future.
Yep. It's and I agree with what Wayno is saying here, but you can't trust Ja not to leak complaints. He has a childlike ego. You also when those complaints impact the thing that you are in charge of, you've got to do your very best to not tip the scales to where there's a complaint that's about to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like Zach Kleiman has the power here. Like, we've always known this. He's the one that he at any time could cut Ja Morant. Now, there are repercussions. You pay Ja Morant at that point. You could trade him for peanuts. You could waive and stretch him, whatever you want to do. Zach Kleiman has the power. And the person with the power shouldn't be the one that's constantly throwing somebody under the bus. Like, we're all trying to get to this finish line together. It's been a horrible season, full of nothing but negative energy and emotion, particularly and especially with Ja Morant. We are about to play game 81, okay, of 82 games, and you're not making the playoffs. Yep. The page turns to hope springs eternal with an NBA draft lottery in 1 month from today.
Hell yeah.
But with that little time remaining, you did something petty, and you robbed a fan. And this is the only angle I'm going to take. You robbed a fan of an opportunity to get a jersey and allowed Ja Morant to go to Scoop B and say, not only did I not get to give a jersey away, but I was the only one. And they told me I was going to be the only one out of the bunch that was not given a jersey to give to a fan of this team.
And that last part that you just said is what makes that decision so egregious. I could give one crap about a
I
fan
hate
missing
this
out.
so much.
I could give
I
one.
hate this.
I don't care. Give a fan like, hey, instead of getting Ja Morant jersey, you got a $400 gift card to the Grizzlies Den. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do that, right?
No,
I don't care. I don't care about a fan missing out on a jersey. What I care about is that Zach Kleiman's decision allowed Ja Morant to do what he did with Scoot B. Like that's what I
that
that's
too.
What,
but I'm sorry, like one fan missing out on a jersey is important to me.
Not to me.
People spend hundreds of dollars to go and support those teams.
Yeah,
hundreds of dollars in concessions, and forgive me for not saying like, oh well, that fan can just go buy $150 jersey in the Grizzlies. Like that's not nothing. Yes, it's one. Okay, I get the number is small, but it's a game used jersey, and they are expensive, and people spend their hard earned dollars in a day and age in which your dollar goes a fraction of the distance that it used to do, even 6 months ago. I don't know if you noticed, gas is over $4 a gallon, and they're still going to games.
Yep.
And somebody was hoping that they got Ja's jersey, and Ja never made it out of the tunnel.
Arthur, great question. Who do you guys think was the adult in the room, ZK or Ja? I don't see any difference. I don't think either one of them were adults.
No, I agree. And that's why I've shot bullets at both of them in this diatribe. Yeah. Yep. No. There's a lot of petty to go around. And Zodiac GM, everybody loves Zodiac GM.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if he takes into account for the record, I don't buy any of that stuff. Okay. Not an astrology guy in the slightest. Okay. But I wonder if he takes.
I'm shocked by that statement. I cannot believe
I'm Christian. I wonder if he takes into account the zodiac sign of the general manager and how because he does all the players together, but and the coach even, but how does the GM mesh with the star player? And it's been very obvious that they are oil and water.
Yes. I will say this, kind of my last thoughts on it. We celebrated a few years ago when Ja Morant came out of the tunnel, and there was a clip after a game where he said, if you on that side, stay on that side, right? Mm-hmm. If you on that side, stay on that side. And all the Memphis Grizzlies fans took that as
loved it. Yeah.
Grizzlies fans. If you're on the Memphis Grizzlies side, stay on that. If you're not on our side, stay on that side. Right. I think it's becoming the saddest part about it, increasingly clear. Ja was talking about himself. If you're not on my side, and for a while, the Ja Morant Grizzlies line moved in tandem, and now that it's split off, that's gone.
That mindset sticks. He's always been an us against the world guy.
Right.
And us was the Memphis Grizzlies. But then it was made evident by the trade talks that happened before the trade deadline that us no longer were the Grizzlies.
Yes.
It became Morant and Morant's camp versus
the side was Ja Morant, not the Grizzlies anymore.
The side was no longer included the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah. And I think this is true. We've uncovered the fact that between ZK and Ja, Wayno is the pettiest by far.
Yeah. And that's a crown that you should be honored to hold. All right. We've done enough. We've made it through a week of shows on the $2 Sports Show here. It is the weekend coming up. So in 1 minute or less, tell me what your weekend plans are.
Volleyball all weekend.
I do not have any travel ball this weekend, so I am thankful for that. Me and one family member, I was hoping it was going to be my wife, but it sounds like we're not going to be able to get a babysitter. So it sounds like me and Braxton are going to Oxford, Mississippi to watch a baseball game tonight. Ole Miss plays LSU in Oxford, Mississippi tonight. So we're going to do that.
So Memphis beat Ole Miss. Bethune-Cookman beat LSU. So this is the battle of two losers.
If you can tell me what the mascots of Bethune-Cookman is, I'll buy you a ham sandwich.
Bethune-Cookman Bison.
I'm not checking you on it. I'm also not giving you a sandwich. So
I want a sandwich. I'm really hungry right now.
I'm hungry too. So all right, let's get some lunch for Kenny's got to get on Sane show. So enjoy everybody for being here. Been an action-packed, fun fun show, a unique show in the Bluff City Media and 2 Buck Sports Show world here. So appreciate everybody in the comments for hanging out with us. We will be back again on Monday. Rusty will be back with me. So in the meantime, everybody be a friend to somebody who needs a friend. And remember, with the $2, you always get what you pay for. Have a good weekend, everybody, and we will see you again on Monday.
Thank you for listening to the 2 Buck Sports Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.